Hi, I hope you've been doing well. How's your week been going? Well, last week. Today is a new week. We are on Monday, the, what is today? The 9th of June. And time is passing by so fast. I just wanted to do something, I wouldn't say different because it's been on my mind. But I've been sensing all these things going on, and thinking about how sometimes that people that search within themselves and are still not in the positions that they wish to be, and how sometimes being on this planet is kind of weird because they it makes us feel that we are going nowhere, and at the same time we are feeling stuck and not feeling ourselves, and then being mad sorry, at other things and people, and perhaps a god or the universe or whichever it is that you believe in, right? And it's like I told you, I've been going through my own journey. I have, of course, messed up and sometimes listen and ignoring what I am supposed to do. And for the past year, I've been actually trying to put more attention to myself instead of just ignoring what I'm supposed to do. Because as I told you before, sometimes you can do magic, but you also have to do the work in order for things to happen. You know, you can believe in whatever god or goddess and deities and so forth, but you have to do your own work. Oh yeah, don't mind me. After I'm not a beauty blogger or whatever, blogger or vlogger, however you say it. I'm just here cleaning my room, cleaning the kitchen, watching something very quick, having something to drink. It's not coffee. Have breakfast and just enjoying my day off. It's raining again here in Georgia. It's been raining a lot lately. Well, at least in my area it has. And as you hear a little bit, this time it did get me. But I just been thankful and at the same time wondering about all these humans, right? Because we as humans are very wishy-washy and don't know what to do, how to act as a decent person, and messed up a lot of things. So it's a lot that it can be broken down. But what I feel is that we, the people that are trying to do some changes, a lot of things are still gonna happen. The reason that I don't do videos of future stuff, it's because, future, it changes as soon as you decide to do something different. I don't do stuff like that because I'm gonna explain it. If you think about it, or if you pay attention, history is repeating itself from the moment that we created until right now that is 2025, or at least it is 2025. It could be a different year, but who knows. And if you think about everything from the past, how our ancestors and their ancestors were not taught or not given the instructions that we right now are not paying attention on how to be ourselves, it's because we ourselves keep ignoring what are we and how we're supposed to be doing things. you know, we got parents that messed us up, we got their parents that messed them up, and their parents, and so on. And sometimes we do not do the work because we think that I don't want to confront that. It is easier to perhaps become an alcoholic, a drug addict, and other things that we shouldn't be doing to ourselves because perhaps that's an easy way to do so. And it makes us feel better to ignore it rather than confront it. Yes, there are some beings, humans, that are born into a great family, but that's because they did their work before they were sent again here or decided to come back here to teach perhaps certain families in in their group that decided to choose. We do choose our families. We choose how to come here on this planet. It may sound horrific, it may sound not credible, it may sound like BS, but at the end, we do. Most of us try to follow our inner voice or our instinct or gut feeling, but most of us tend to ignore it. Why? Because it can be repressed by religion, it can be oppressed by certain things that people think that is not good, and so on. So we are all over the place, and at the same time, we don't know what to do, and that's why a lot of us tend to be, you know, here not good, here in our heart not good, and everything else not well. And also because it has taken me time for myself that I see and understand things, but at the same time, I'm just like, this is so tiring. I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you. It gets tiring to become who you are meant to be. And you will ask yourself, who am I meant to be? You are meant to be whoever you want to be, which is the best version of yourself. It doesn't need to be perfect. It doesn't need to be perfect. It doesn't need to be somebody that needs to be like a saint, because even saints were not really that. They were just beings that were trying to connect to our source, which a lot of us call it God. I call it the universe. Some of you call it Gaia. Some of you call it something else. And that's pretty much what you have to connect to so that you can understand who you are. It can be all this wishy-washy, like going up and down, up and down, up and down, because we get to meet people that piss us off. We can be in a family that doesn't teaches us how to be ourselves. We can be in relationships that do not do anything for us, and so on. Because there's gazillion stuff that I can mention, but right now they are not coming. But you understand. And sometimes we feel defeated, we cry, and we are pretty much in this bubble that sometimes feels like, I know, sorry, is itching. It is this bubble that we wish that we could pop it off, but sometimes we feel that we don't want to come out of that bubble because it is our safety. For a lot of us, it feels safe not to come out of it because we don't want no one else to hurt us anymore. We don't want society or our family or work or friends or relationships and so on to hurt us anymore. And we decide to do other things that is going to hurt us even more. And we must have to just confront that reality. You are a god or a goddess. You are part of it. And if things do not go the way they're supposed to, I'm pretty sure you have heard, oh, it's because God has something better for you. It is precisely to an extent that, but sometimes it has to do with you. It has to do with how you ignore things and how you work on it. Because nothing is going to work out if you do not do your part. You've seen people that don't have legs or don't have arms, or they can't see or they can't hear or they can't speak, and they decide like, I'm going to do it. And sometimes us that have everything, we decide to give up. But that's just a tiny moment of weakness. This is not forever. And sometimes it feels like it probably was 10 years. I have mentioned it before, where people say that because of the planets, because of the moon, because of this, because of that. But sometimes to an extent has to do with it. But we cannot keep blaming that, because us, we have to work through that. I mean, there were times that people will say like, "Oh, it's Mercury retrograde," and I used to be like, "What the hell does that mean?" And because if sometimes the computer doesn't work, or because of the phone or this, it's like I can't blame Mercury because of that. I can't blame other things because of that. Sometimes, eventually, I have to take accountability for whatever is going on, because things do not happen just because of it. Most of the time we look and we search for things that happen. I mean, a lot of things can be voided if we pay attention, and if we were to protect what we are taking care of in our lives, like our children, our pets, ourselves, families, or friends. They feel worthy, but sometimes we don't do that. As I had told you before, I have a daughter, and I have protected her. I did not allow her to go through the things that I went through. My experiences were not perhaps as bad as others that I have met in my life, in my 44 years old, my 44 years, almost 45. But I decided not to do that. And there are some things that I changed in my daughter's life, because I saw that she needed me. So perhaps you may not have a child or something or someone to take care of, but you have yourself to take care of. You have to give yourself the pampering that perhaps you didn't get, and you will say, well, I wasn't taught. There were a lot of things that I wasn't taught by my mom. My dad wasn't in the household. As per usual, most of us grow up in places that there's no mom or there's no dad. Usually it's more dad than mom. And we develop a lot of dependency of other things and people, and we become all these unbalanced beings that do not know how to act. And we have to learn how to take care of ourselves. Perhaps we want to hear that, like, hey, you did pretty well. I am so proud of you. And I am telling you, you are doing it. I am very, very proud of you, whether you're still struggling, whether you already obtained what you decided that you were going to obtain, or perhaps it hasn't happened yet, but you are doing it. So I'm proud of you. I cannot give you a hug, but I send it from here. I cannot give you all those words that perhaps you long to hear from the person that you love the most, but they have to come from you. You have to learn to give them from you. Look at yourself in the mirror, and sometimes you don't like what you see. It's fine. It's fine. See, right now I'm just like this, but later, I'll take another shower again. But you have to accept that you are connected to the source, that you are a god or a goddess, and you are not making no mistakes. You are just learning. You are trying to remember the things that are already wired here. here, here, and things that you already know that it perhaps does not make sense, but they are already within you. So, if there was a point for this, not really. That's what I keep hearing, because sometimes energy, I feel it here, I feel it there. It's like I told you, I'm not gonna make predictions about things because I am not interested in that. There's gazillions of videos of that where people are doing like, by your partner, love these, and if this is gonna happen, and this is gonna happen. It's already happening around the world. There's wars, there's famines, there's, I mean, people that are struggling, people that are making it, people that are fleeing, people that are being assholes, people that are being things that they need to change. But the thing is that we have to become one, and we are not there yet. Eventually it will happen. It just still, the only prediction that I can give you is that eventually we will get there, but not yet. We are not there yet. We are not ready because we're still seeing ourselves as a color and not as a being. We are not seeing ourselves as souls because we are so easily influenced and we allow other things to get us. I mean, I don't watch the news. Sorry. I don't watch the news. Well, I stay, like I told you, I don't edit my videos because first, I don't have a fancy camera. um, we allow ourselves to get influenced by other things instead of what we are really meant to be. And the day is not coming yet, probably until 2030, which still is another 5 years. Well, almost 5.5. But I'm not counting right. Probably 4.5. That's 5 and 5. But anyway, eventually things will get better, but not right now. I mean, we are too stubborn. We as human beings don't like to change because we love to get influenced by others that supposedly are to take care of us, but we have given them so much power that we don't listen to ourselves what exactly needs to be done. And we are so involved on those things that at the end we ignore ourselves. So yeah, I mean, things are gonna keep getting crappy, but I don't care because I don't watch that. It doesn't influence my life. I'm working on getting my house and getting out of here what I'm renting, which I am so grateful. I've been working on being thankful all the time. I still talk to my deity. Like I said, you still gotta do the work. You can be praying to whatever. You can be saying like, "Oh, I work with the Santa Muerte. I work with Athena. I work with Zeus. I work with these." I mean, there's so many gods and goddesses, and that somebody can say, "Well, there's only one God." Well, that's good. I mean, whatever, you know. It's your choice. I don't care. I'm living my life. Do yours. So, but we all are one. As I have told you, we are connected to the source, and we just have to believe it. So whether things get worse or not, who cares? Because we are here on this planet. You will say, it sucks. Yeah, it does, but you have to continue. You can't just give up only because the person that you like say no, or because if something didn't go according to your plan. It's gonna get better. It's gonna get better. Something or someone is going to give you what exactly you need, and you just have to see it and not become I hear the word in Spanish, but I can translate it right now in English. Aferrarse, aferrarse is like when you're trying to hold on to something. Perhaps that's what it means. And sometimes we just have to like let it go. I know this one is a little longer. And last night I had this card. It says the unexpected and once in a blue moon. Or blue moon, actually, blue moon. And then there's a mom, and perhaps I'm seeing this is a daughter. And here it's all these, the things that are coming. Perhaps, as I said, you may not have a person or someone to rely on, but that could be your ancestors. That could be you that is trying to release and learn how to teach yourself, how to rely on yourself. And if you have a daughter or a son that you are relying on so that you can continue and teach them and not mess them up, or yourself, and the things that they happen once in a blue moon, that's why they say, because they just happen and you have to believe it. I know it's hard to believe because, again, things don't happen a certain way, but you will. You just have to keep focus on that. And there's also the other one that I had. It was surrender. And see, there's this lady, there's the universe or Gaia, whatever you want to call it. And then there's the moon growing. And the thing is that you have to surrender, perhaps not as much if you believe in God, but you have to surrender to yourself. You cannot keep running from you, not from God or everything else that is, chasing you. So keep doing you. It's a battle, but you and I got this. Again, I don't care about what exactly is going on around the world because I can't fix it. That's something that a lot of people have to learn on their own. Just like I said, whatever I can reach out and help, I will do it, and I mean it. And I just want you to know that things will get better. Even if you say, well, it's been a crappy 10 years or 11 or 12, it doesn't matter. They do get better. You just have to keep focused on that. Don't allow everything else to distract you. You have to give yourself some time for you, but you also have to give some time to that what you want. And in between. I know it's a lot, but oh well. All right, well, I'm out of this because I gotta finish cleaning over there. Well, the little robot is doing it. I love my roommates. They have so much technology that I'm just like, I don't know. But anyway, once again, sorry about the sneezes, but oh well, it is what it is. So I love you, and you take care, and I'll see you another time. Bye.